welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Texas Tech Red Raiders, taking on a team from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Mississippi State ready to kick off to get this game started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas Tech's offense will get the first crack at it here. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And first play under the lights, you had all day to think about how you wanted to start the game. And this defense, exactly how they wanted to do it. Get to the quarterback and get him on the ground.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Fakes to grab. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. The Red Raiders come to the line in the hurry-up. Back to throw, it's Hammond. Got it set up on the outside. Turning it on. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Slips away. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin their ears back and get after you. They've got multiple guys that can be a factor when it comes to rushing the quarterback. You're seeing that very early here in this game.
You know what they need. You know what they want. And you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. And the Red Raiders decide to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Catches it at the 15. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. The Bulldogs offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
The option look. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The Bulldogs in a good spot here with second and short.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Mississippi State really efficient on offense right now. To the air, it's Knight. Here comes the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, he's off to an awesome start this season. Had a sack in their last game, gets his first sack right now. I think he has a chance to be a huge focal point in this defense moving forward, but let's just worry about what's happening now. This offense has to find a way to slow him down.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Sets up the screen. Breaks into the open. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I love offenses that can just rely on their offensive line to get it done in 4th and short situations like that. Turn around, hand it off, let's stay on the field and keep this thing going.
And the Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick release on the RPO. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed. And he showed some of it there.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. He'll pull it on the read. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
And that's a nice job by this QB. Great job. You show patience, right? Like, if they don't come take me, I'm going to keep running. That's how I go pick up another first down, move the sticks, and this offense can keep churning.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Mississippi State going up-tempo. Wants to throw. It's Knight. Let's it fly. Touchdown Bulldogs. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Yeah, this offense, man, they look good. They looked great last week, obviously putting up huge numbers. Again this week, coming out the gates in the first quarter with the scoring drive. This offense is putting the college football world on notice.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. A little screen to the running back. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30. No huddle offense to the line.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Finds enough room to get 3 out to the 34. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll get it really quick, so you've got to be prepared.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. The give from the gun. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. The Red Raiders pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. Shoots it to the left. A strike downfield. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Get it out to the supersonic guy. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. He stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Good, right down the boulevard. That'll bring him to within 4. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. To the air on first down. That's reeled in. It's Whitaker. At the 40, there he goes. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Dropping back, it's Knight. It's complete to the right. And he'll get behind those pads and deliver the blow and get it down to the 44. Mississippi State right back to the line. Unloads quickly. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
The jet sweep pass across the 25. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Just a little off. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window at the intended target.
And it's caught! Touchdown, Bulldog!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Georgia looked less like a pack of dogs and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough between the hedges, and today they found a way outside of Sanford Stadium. Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Texas Tech has it back and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. There's a little more urgency attached to this drive. They've only been able to put up a field goal and start this one down 14-3. To throw, it's Hammond. Pressure coming. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. They'll go up top on 2nd and short. He's got the back in the middle. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Trying play action. He lost one down the sideline. Makes the grab at the 30. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And the Red Raiders want to move quickly. From the gun to give, looking for room. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's going to lose a yard on that one. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Man, this defense just has so much speed. You saw it on that 3rd down play. The offense is trying to get a quick one, see if they can get a block and maybe spring a guy free, but the pursuit, wow, that was so good defensively.
And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Nice to have the doink work in your favor every now and then, off the left upright and through. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator.
He's got it down the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Knight. Bringing the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now in this drive. Sack, 1st down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. He's got it. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. They've had a couple of productive drives, but they've had to settle for field goals in 2 of their 3 previous possessions, Jesse.
Yeah, this is an offense that takes a lot of pride in execution, and they feel like they should have...
There he goes! Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The Red Raiders will hustle to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that 1st down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
That's caught. It's Gentry. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. The give to the back. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's 1st down. And the Red Raiders come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Makes the grab. Inside the 15. Out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. Now from inside the red zone. He makes a grab, and he will score! Touchdown, Red Raiders! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2 and try to tie it. As it is, they're down by 1. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game, you're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the 1st.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The offense set for a 1st down play. Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey, batting it away, it's a big-time play.
Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds. The give out of the gun. That'll be enough to give Mississippi State a fresh set of downs. All the way down at the 33-yard line, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Knight. They'll run the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Cunningham. Now the connection takes it to the 11. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
And guys, how many first downs is that? Just on this drive alone? I mean, this defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
Looking to the end zone. Working that left side. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Touchdown, Mississippi State! Fitted in the window for the score.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And with the extra point, it's 21-13. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Always expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Florida sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in the swamp. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there.
Guys at the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. The throw to the outside is complete. He steps out of bounds right at the 45-yard line, and now they're starting to put things together. The Red Raiders can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the big fella. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. Fierce pressure. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Thanks for that. Halftime report, Kevin. And the Red Raiders will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right, that pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different looking football game.
Quarterback making checks. The toss to the right. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
This doesn't happen with just anybody at tailback. You got to do this with a dude, a guy you know can roll. Just toss it to him, let him get out in the open field. He'll do the rest and make big gains.
The Bulldogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. He'll keep it himself. Turning it on. Big time run on that one as he goes out of bounds right at the 10.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
Motion from the wideout. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Swings it out to the flat. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense was ready coming into this one for this running back being a factor in the pass game. That time, they were draped all over him. As soon as he caught the ball, he went down for a loss of yards.
On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll send out the kicker here. And it slips just inside that right upright. And now the lead is even bigger. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
This is one of the things that makes this defense so tricky is they've got incredible speed at the inside linebacker position. Not only can they go sideline to sideline, run east-west, but they can run downhill on blitzes, and they can get to your quarterback.
And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the 1st down marker. The Red Raiders moving quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Hammond. The screen, and watch out. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that 1st down marker. 4th down coming up. And the Red Raiders will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. And they'll get him down after the the 27-yard line. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And the Bulldogs can really attack on this second and short. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Offense, quick tempo.
Really good job running the ball, getting that first down. Now, here comes the tempo.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Looking to fire. Rushes on him. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Oh, they're after him. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. Scanning the field, it's Hammond. It's on target and complete. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. The Red Raiders will punt it away on fourth down. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go.
Lofts one high and deep. Throw toward the end zone, picked off right at the goal line. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. And the Red Raiders buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Power football with the run. Didn't find much room. You'll pick up a couple out to the 5. The Red Raiders in the hurry up. On third down, he drops to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it on the outside. Here he goes. Touchdown, Red Raiders. And here they come, almost all the way back.
There's usually 2 different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal line. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Florida State is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about in Tallahassee for some time. They're up by 23 over the Red Hawks of Miami. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Finds the tight end. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And what a job by the defense, seeing the quarterback throw the football, break on the football, no space allowed. As soon as he catches it, defender meet ball carrier and gets him on the ground.
Looking downfield, it's Boyd. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes, too. He is a versatile back.
He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Offense facing fourth down.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you square your prominent jawline and go straight ahead to get it. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Lost a throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Butler. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. So the final period starts with a second down play. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. And now on second down for this offense. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. He caught it! Touchdown, Red Raiders! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
If he makes this one, the lead will be 3, and at least a field goal won't beat you. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone.
27, Mississippi State.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive game.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Back to pass, it's Boyd. Get it out on the screen. At the 35, he's got room. Cleveland could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And there you go. You see, you don't have to throw bombs to get big plays in the passing game. Just screen it to your running back. As soon as he catches it, he gets upfield. And how about the downfield blocking by these linemen and the wide receivers as they rip off that explosive play?
Just keep giving them the easy catches until they do something to stop it.
Yeah, you're going to dictate to the defense. You're going to make the defense cover him up, and then obviously it leaves the middle of the field a little bit more wide open for receiver for a...
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They've got the lead here in the fourth.
Man, I love this offense being able to run the football late in the game when it matters and punch it in for the touchdown, and more importantly, take the lead.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they close the deal with a scintillating 52-yard jaunt to the house. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. Snagged in the middle. It's Gentry. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved him forward just a few. And the Red Raiders heading quickly to the line. Off play action. Grab near the marker. It's Butler. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
Handoff from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on 3rd down. More cowbell. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Red Raiders are on the move. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He makes a catch. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. This dude is putting up numbers. He just cracked the 150 mark in receiving yards.
Man, he's a weapon, Reese. He runs routes, he's fast, he's great with the football in his hands, and he can line up in a lot of different spots and run the entire route tree. I mean, what can't this guy do?
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast, they want to crank up the tempo.
They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Didn't get much on 1st down in 2nd and 9. Off the play fake. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. So now the opportunity with a touchdown to take the lead. Looking for a man. It's Hammond. He's going for the goal line. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
DB's right up on the receivers. Second down, he'll throw it. Oh, no, the ball popped out. This could change things. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
It's third and goal and a long way from the end zone. From the gun, wants to pass. Under fire. And at least they keep him out of the end zone. He's on the 3.
Well, the sack on the last play obviously put them behind the chains. He's doing everything he can on this scramble to try and go and get the first down, but got to give the defense tons of credit. Not only do you get the sack the previous play, but you're able to chase down a pretty athletic guy and now set up fourth.
Going for 6.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small, but the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
This one's big to make sure they can't beat you with a field goal. He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Western Michigan is in front. They've been impressive today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is not a given. They're up by 7 over Georgia State. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Let's see how aggressive this defensive coordinator is with the lead and just a few minutes left. Out of the chute, quick cross to the right. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a man, it's Boyd. Got a man, it's Cunningham. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch, man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. From the gun, running back gets the give. And he's still running after the move. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17.
Well, the interesting thing about a run here trailing late is the defense isn't expecting it. That's the good news. Bad news, though, is you're still trailing. You need to score quickly, which means you need to be throwing the football right now.
The Bulldogs with a second and short to keep this drive moving. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
And the Bulldogs come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game's 4th and inches, and he'd signal in Red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
The Bulldogs back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Dropping back, it's Boyd. They're working that left side. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. They'll run it. Fighting his way for every inch, but he still needs a few more. He stops short of the goal line. 2nd and goal coming up.
42 Spider. 4-2.
Powers forward. Touchdown Bulldogs! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
But you talk about finishing games with a purpose, with a plan, executed to perfection, taking almost all of the clock, executing brilliantly down the stretch of this football game, making plays, and taking the lead late in this ball game.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll take a knee as a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Hammond. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. He's taking the deep shot. Ball is incomplete. Falls to the turf, and that's going to do it. And it went right down to the final play. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get a close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.